Hello, Foundling, and welcome to this remastered edition of the Odd Campaign, Season 1, Episode 6. Get ready to dive right on in after our brief introduction.
And so your adventure begins. This feels a little more straightforward, and like she's not Lottie-dying all around. It's because she almost kind of thinks she knows what she's doing this time. We're in a forest.
Oh, yeah.
Your wolf is almost dying. He's still unconscious, being carried by Grog, and the rest of your party members are attempting to get back to the village.
Okay.
Roll to not get lost.
Me? Oh.
Yeah, because you have a terrible sense of direction.
Hey,
You're
it's a 16!
It only takes you 1 hour to get back to the village after from where you were.
Okay. Is it completely dark?
It is completely dank.
What season is it?
It's spring or summer. You can tell it's like a warmer climate. It's not overbearingly hot. The evening's actually kind of nice and cool. It's either kind of refreshing. It's like 70 degrees right now, even though the sun's down. And you're making your way through the woods, and it seems a little bit spookier at night. So you do make it back to the Elven village after about an hour, and it's around about 10 p.m. right now.
Okay.
What do you do?
I turn to Crystal and Grog and I say, I guess we should take Chia to the alchemist that you guys went to before.
It's probably a really good idea.
Yeah.
She has a policy where she'll help anyone in need. So, I mean, we'll just get him to bang on the door.
Yeah, she normally opens the door for me. I just bang loud enough. She generally calms down pretty quickly.
Oh, okay then.
So, everyone else is ready to be going to bed because they've had a very long journey, especially Matayas, who is literally hopped off his horse, knees on the ground, kissing the dirt at this point. Oh, home, sweet home. I've missed it so much. Oh, the Elven village. I'm never going to leave you again. And he's literally just hugging the dirt at this point.
Oh, Matayas.
Because this is the roughest venture out into the forest that he has ever had. Everyone else is going to basically be hitting the hay too, and by everyone else I mean Clyde. Yeah, sorry about that. It's been a long day. I think I'm just going to go to bed. I need my beauty rest so I can make bread in the morning. French toast.
Are you gonna make me some French toast, Clyde?
I mean, if I get to bed right now, I might have the energy to. Edgewise, if I stay up and walk around the town, it's not going to happen. So I'm going to hit the hay.
Oh, okay. All right, then.
Clyde wanders off, and you have no idea where this alchemist is. Are you just going to follow Grog and Crystal?
I pull out my map, and I make it look like I'm trying to figure things out, and I kind of get this look of complete and utter failure.
Crystal hops off of Grog's shoulders and grabs you by the pinky and starts pulling you in the direction that you need to be going.
Okay.
And she leads you there, and you manage to get there. It's a real short distance. The sign on the door says closed, and all the windows are dark. It seems like she's asleep.
Hey, Grog.
Yeah.
You said if you bang loud enough on the door, she'll answer?
Well, I mean, she's got a policy where she helps anyone in need, so I'm sure it would work if anyone does it, and my hands are kind of full.
And he looks down at your unconscious wolf that is in his arms.
All right, I go up to the door, and I reel back my hand, and I just kind of let a loud thud out against the door.
Couldn't you be more like, courteous, or just try this? And she just raps on the door.
Okay.
And then a couple of minutes go by, and then Grog shifts the wolf over to one arm and bangs on the door.
Angelica, we need some help. One of our friends' animals is hurt.
And then a couple more minutes go by, and you hear a bunch of thuds and loud clanging and breaks, some stumbling as if someone has fallen down the stairs. And eventually, though, someone comes and they open up the door, and this is someone you've never seen before, and she is a tall, rather voluptuous, blonde-haired elven woman, but her hair is completely awry. It is sticking up in every which way direction. Oh no, what has happened?
Well, you see, we were in the forest, and then it got dark, and then it got dangerous.
My wolf is terribly injured and almost dead.
And she runs up and she grabs Grog by the arm and she's like, "Are you okay? Oh my gosh, I'll have to tend your wounds." Well, actually, we're concerned about the unconscious wolf in his arms.
I sense motive this woman of voluptuous breastedness and blonde hair.
Uh-huh.
It's a 10 total.
And, she seems like she is a very concerned alchemist/apothecary owner who is concerned for the welfare and well-being of all of the people that come through, so she likes people. She just seems like a people person here. Quickly, come in. We'll have to take care of this right away. And she clears off a table on a spot, and then Grog sets your wolf down on the table. Oh my. Well, luckily you did manage to get to your wolf rather soon. If you wouldn't have put these wraps around his wounds and put the salve that I sold these fine people earlier, he honestly wouldn't have made it.
So, just so you know, money's a little tight on my end. So, hey, Grog.
Yes?
Be a dear and tell the nice lady how good of a person she is, and that...
Well, I mean, she already knows she's a great alchemist. What is it going to do if I tell her?
I don't know, Grog. Maybe if you talk to her, you could woo her.
Snow, what are you trying to do with Grog? Now, I know that we sold our bodies in taverns to elves, but that doesn't mean that everyone wants to live that kind of lifestyle. The alchemist, meanwhile, is completely ignoring this conversation, by the way, and just redressing the wolf's wounds and applying new salves and everything. He honestly should be fine, but he's going to need a couple days' rest. He should not exert himself any which way. He should only be trying to heal from his wounds for the next while.
So I guess he's going to be here for a few days, then?
I would at least like for him to spend the night here. That way I could keep an eye on him to make sure he gets out of his more critical condition. But after that, as long as he doesn't exert himself too hard, he should be fine. Once he regains consciousness, that is.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, I will elect to leave the wolf with her, but I do ask her, I'm like, so, how much is that's gonna cost me?
Well, I mean, most of the remedies that I used on your wolf weren't really all that expensive. It was basically the cost of proper bandages, healing salves, and him staying for a while while I examine him, take care of him. So we'll probably only be around about 50 gold.
I don't mean I'm not trying to say I don't love my wolf, but I also can't afford that. I don't even have 50 gold.
Yeah, come on, Angelica. We're little adventurers. We haven't even gotten to sell all that much or get anything. I mean, I don't normally do discounts, but if the situation's really that severe.
Oh, come on, Angelica. You know we're your favorite customers. We're also your only customers. Because there hasn't been that many people coming around here recently, so you could do us a solid and help the wolf out, couldn't you?
And he starts to nudge her with his elbow.
Yeah, there's not been really anybody else that we've seen here. Beyond the Dark Guild, there's not really been anybody else.
And as Grog is talking to her, nudges her with his elbow, she blushes slightly. And then she grabs back onto his forearm and says, oh, well, I do suppose for my favorite customers, I could manage something.
I sense motive.
Okay, you can sense motive.
The rolls just keep getting worse. It's a 9 total.
You can tell that the woman has not had very much business and appreciates the customers greatly. She really is appreciative of them. So she says that she wants the wolf to stay the night with her. Is there anything else you wanted to do before you headed out?
I'm going to go back to the tavern and I'm going to sleep.
She waves you off. So you all make it back to the tavern. Well, I mean, we're really tuckered out. That was a bit of a day. There was an elk, and then there was a bear, and then there was a giant praying mantis the size of Grog.
As soon as she mentions the bear, I pull the bear head out and just shove it on my head and open and close the mouth a few times. I don't know what to do with this.
I mean, you wear it pretty well.
And don't we also have, what were those two? The witchy lady with the smoking addiction problem and the big guy?
Oh, Celia and Tiffany, yeah.
Yeah, those two. I can remember their names.
That's right.
I thought that he said he did something about crafting things, and she's a wizard, so couldn't they make something out of it?
Probably.
Speaking of which, when are they going to be meeting back up with us? Didn't you message them a couple of days ago?
I sent a quick message. I'm like, how far out are you guys right now?
There's no response.
They're asleep. Okay. If I remember correctly, they said they were 17 tiles to the north. He said a few days. So, I mean, it's been 2 days or so since I last heard from him, I think.
All right, well, let's just try messaging them again in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, we're all a bit tuckered out. I could go with some sleep.
I go up to my room.
So everyone's basically walking upstairs and making their way to their
I
individual
strip
rooms.
off the armor as I'm walking in. Like, just as I'm walking through the door, just kind of strip it off
Just throw it on the floor,
Drop.
any which way. Okay.
and face plant into the bed.
And you get some really good sleep once you're under the covers.
Oh, do I get a well-rested bonus?
You do get a well-rested bonus.
Yes!
The silky elven sheets that were on this tavern's inn. So you managed to wake up and what do you adorn your armor? Do you get into any other...
I put on the green dress.
Well, it's actually a white dress. Franny thought it was a new fad in the elven village and that you were just trying to get some more natural, earthy tones into it, and she thought it was beautiful, so she kept it the way it was. She thought you were a genius. So you make your way downstairs, and you see Grog with an absolutely massive bowl in front of him. It's about 2 feet in diameter.
2 feet?
Yeah, 2 feet in diameter.
I walk over and I say, "Are you taking a bath?"
And you see he's dipping a giant ladle, basically, and he's dipping it into this bowl of oatmeal, and he's just stuffing it in his face.
Why would I be bathing in oatmeal? I think that would feel kind of funny.
He eats a hearty breakfast.
How can you afford him, Crystal?
He affords himself.
He's a strong, independent man who don't need no woman.
I wouldn't go that far. But yeah, for the most part, he's rather self-sufficient.
That's a good thing. He's a self-sufficient man, that's all.
See, that's why I don't need a horse or anything. Useless. Have to pay for their stables and all their food. Grog just takes care of himself. And he's more useful in combat, too. You should get yourself a Grog.
I don't know if there's another man in this world that exists who is exactly like Grog.
Gosh darn right, there's no one as good as me.
And he's just stuffing his face with oatmeal. Clyde comes downstairs, opens the door. Roll a perception check.
It's a 19 total.
You smell delicious, baked, good, sugary scent waft through the air.
Oh, well then.
From him, he brings out a plate and sets it before you. And it is a beautiful stack of 2 pieces of French toast with maple syrup, strawberry and vanilla icing glaze on top of it.
Well then. You should be honored, Claude. I actually dreamed of this.
Yeah, I heard you saying something about Clyde in your sleep. Clyde blushes. Yeah, no, I woke up early and I was out in the kitchen and just made this. It was fun. I hope you enjoy. He pulls the chair out for you and he says, "My lady."
Really quickly sit down. And I'm really stiff, like,
And he puts a napkin down on your lap and a fork on one side of your hand and a knife on the other side.
I take my hands and I say, "I don't need no fork or knife." And I just pick it up and I just start eating with my hands.
I'm mildly appalled now. Okay, great. So you just ham fist this into your face without any silverware. And he doesn't seem deterred in the slightest. He's actually just ogling you all the more.
Oh my gosh, I'm thinking of waffles.
Yes, these are not waffles. This is French toast.
It's breakfast time.
Grog is seeing you completely eviscerate this French toast and ripping it apart with your bare hands.
She'd fit right in my village. Like she was born and raised with us. I'd be proud to call her my sister.
Are we talking about the hypothetical village again? Or are we talking about a legit village? Because I'm always confused at this point.
The world may never know. But I mean, I also assumed that like orc women were a little bit more like feisty and just kind of dug into things.
So you get through your breakfast and you actually get a message back from Wilson.
Okay, I open it up.
I mean, we've been having a bit of a tough time getting to you guys, but we should be down there in about a day and a half.
Day and a half?
Yeah.
Or half a day?
Day and a half. Run into some complications along the way. I mean, if we pick up the pace and just run away from any and all encounters we find, which I've been trying to encourage we do, we might be fine.
Yeah, I can send a message to Tiffany and Celia if you want. Because, I mean, I think we should all meet up sooner, and it's important that you get here alive, and I don't want you to be dead.
We've had some close calls, but...
Have you had any more encounters with slimes?
Yeah, we actually got a couple. Between the 3 of us, we actually have a couple of full completed slimes on us. Maybe like 4.
Interesting.
We had to use a couple of slimes for healing potions, so
Understandable.
I didn't die.
That's understandable. Like I said, there is a way of getting more faster.
Well, we'll talk about it when we get there.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll try and convince them to pick up the pace a little bit more. It's going to be rather exhausting. We'll be tired when we get back, that's for certain.
Yeah. And I'll also send them a message kind of encouraging them to pick up the pace as well.
Okay.
All right. So I do that. I send Tiffany and Celia a message being like, "Hey guys, we want to reconvene as soon as we possibly can. If you just want to kind of forgo encounters while you're heading down here, that'd be great.
You get a response from Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to whip this boy into shape and make a man out of him, or what? You think it's gonna? I'm just a miracle worker, and this is just gonna happen in a couple of hours? It's gonna take some time.
No, I understand, but the fact of the matter
You
is...
think this man could fight a Hun horde? I don't think so.
And I say, I couldn't fight a Hun horde.
You'd probably be wise enough to launch a rocket at a mountain and create an avalanche.
Oh my gosh, Tiffany, I love you.
Much appreciated. We'll try and get down there as soon as we can. Don't worry.
All right, close that.
What did they say?
Wilson says it's going to be about a day and a half before they get here. But he and I are trying to convince Tiffany and Celia to kind of pick up the pace and stop running into encounters and run away from them, because that's part of the reason why they're taking so long. But beyond that, we're stuck here for about a day and a half.
What do we do in the meantime?
Well,
I could try and schedule another arm wrestling competition.
another all-nighter?
We haven't had the first one yet.
Well, I actually have some plans to get... I'm a head at, and he starts to try and walk towards the tavern door.
Where are you going?
Out!
Are you going on a date with another girl?
Like I could get another girl. And he opens the door and starts to walk away.
During my free time, I'm going to go pop in with the alchemist and check on Nachia. Sounds good.
All right, so you all make your way there. The shop's actually open, and you enter it. And it's actually, there are a couple of people in there.
Okay.
Towards the counter, you see the same woman that you saw last night, which is a lot more composed. She's actually in a beautiful gown with her hair combed. It's tame. It seems like it has been brushed properly and is very flowy and long blonde hair. Oh, good morning, everyone. I'm so glad that you made it back. Nichi is doing wonderful.
Is he awake?
Oh, he is. Yes, he's thankfully regained consciousness. He's just in the back.
I'll go see him.
She kind of did motion to where the back was, and you kind of just assumed because there's only one door. And
There's one door there. Get it.
And you kind of burst through and run to your wall.
Hi, buddy. How are you doing? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I need to level up so you can level up.
And he's just sitting there very promptly. He's still sitting up proud, but you can see that he's a little wounded and worse for wear. And he's trying to heal. And he's still got all of his bandages and wraps around him. But he nuzzles his head up and rubs it up against your leg.
I pet him and I ask, did you get to eat this morning? Yes? Yeah, okay, good. You're going to have to stay here for a few days, okay? I'm going to check on you as often as I can. And then we can go out and we can have more fun. Unless you want to learn a new trick. You want to learn a trick? Oh, I don't even know what trick to teach you.
A couple of other good tricks that I might recommend are things like stay, flee, get help, heal.
Get help?
Yes, get help.
Oh my gosh, can it be that get help?
No, it is not that get help.
Like Thor and Loki.
No, it is not. Your dog is not going to carry your wounded body and then throw you as soon as people come to aid you. It is not that get help. It is your dog is near you and you tell it to go get help and it will go out in search of the nearest party and bring them back to your location. And also it can aid another.
We'll start simple. Get help.
So simple.
Fine, I can teach him stay.
Okay, I am just warning you, a week of training.
Then I'll do that. Do I need to roll a DC or something?
Yes, you would have to roll a handle animal check. Is it over 15?
Yes, it is. Well, since I've done that one for the first hour, I leave him. I look on my map. I open up the options menu.
Okay, and there's a map on there.
Is there a mini map that I can activate?
You would like to pin a mini map?
I'd like to pin a mini map.
Okay, I guess I can allow this. It'll show you basically a 10-foot radius of everything around you.
Oh my gosh, I can do so much better with mini maps. I look on the map and I see where Clyde is.
It looks like he's over at the Ranger Society.
I go back out and I see where Crystal and Grog are.
They're just chatting with Angelica, and they are looking at various other alchemical agents and such.
I tell them that I'm going to go and check in with Clyde at the Ranger Society.
I mean, after we're done shopping here for a little bit, we'll meet you back at the tavern in the evening at the latest if we don't run into you before then.
Okay. One other thing I do is I go up to Angelica and I say, could I perchance purchase one of your cheaper med kits?
Oh yes, we have healing kits here. They include the bandages and the salves necessary, and they're actually really good. I'll give you a D6 of healing. They're only 15 gold.
15?
Yes.
Can I haggle with her?
You can attempt to roll diplomacy to haggle.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can do that.
That's an 11.
The supplies have been rather rare due to the lack of slimes, and we've had to find some other alternatives, and they're not really all that cost efficient, so I can't really drop the price for anyone.
You mean like you can't like take like one component out and drop it a little bit?
If I do that, it would really end up just being bandages.
Okay, so I give her the 15.
Okay, so you now have a healing kit of sorts. So it just takes you a couple of minutes to walk your way over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I make my way over.
Yeah, because you have a mini-map now, so you're not going to really get lost. Also, you have the town map, so that's why I added the town to your mini-map.
Okay, so I go there, and I look to see if I can find... I go inside, and I try to see if I can find...
Roll a perception check, please.
Clyde.
No. You're not seeing much anything. It seems like you've gotten into the building and the Clyde is not in here. But the mini-map says that he's still around the area.
I try and go towards the direction where it says he's kind of in.
Okay, so you walk in the building and you're inside. It's kind of crowded in here. I mean, most of the men who are rangers tend to be here most all of the day unless they're out hunting, but normally they do that earlier in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So because it's midday by now, a lot of people are in here. You see small groups of individuals, generally groups between 3 and 7, and they're all laughing and they're drinking their ale, and you're kind of walking past them, moving your way around the tables. A couple of men are looking at you. And you make your way, and it shows that he's in the general direction, and eventually you run into a wall. Still haven't found it.
Is there a window?
Not nearby.
Dang.
There's a door nearby.
Oh, there's a door. I go through the door.
Oh, wow, civilized. You don't just jump out the window this time? Can you use the stairs?
I was going to open a window and climb out, but there wasn't a window to climb out of.
Wow, so you had to use the door. How terrible. So you exit through the back door of the Ranger Society, and you find before you a shooting range.
Okay. Hopefully I didn't walk out into the shooting range.
No. It's like a little bit farther ahead of you. And you see Matayas and Clyde. And Clyde has his bow on him, and it looks like he's shooting at a target. And Matayas is pointing at him and looking at the target, and they seem to be exchanging words.
Can I perception check to see if I can hear any of
Yeah,
these
you can
words?
try and hear.
That's 19 total.
When the drawstring comes back, it's going to end up hitting your forearm, so you need to be careful. You might want to get a brace in. You want to make sure you keep your arms nice and coming straight. And it's kind of a myth that you don't really want to keep both eyes closed. You actually want to keep them open so that you can have the full range of vision.
It's a myth to keep both eyes closed.
No, the people actually genuinely believe you want to close an eye. You're supposed to keep both eyes open.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
And it's like, and you do when you use a longbow, you really want to bring it back and pull it all the way back to the drawstrings actually by your cheek, and that way they're just going to give you the maximum potential of your bow, and you're going to be able to shoot a much closer shot. And they just keep on talking about bow things.
Did I walk up behind them?
They're still a little bit further. They're more towards the end of the range. You're kind of at the beginning of the range.
Okay, so I walked up behind them then.
Okay, so you're walking up towards them.
As Clyde is getting ready to release an arrow, I will shout his name.
And he lets loose his arrow.
Oh, wow.
And there was already an arrow in the bullseye that Matayas had shot earlier. And Clyde splits the arrow right down the middle.
What, as I say his name? Oh.
And then he flips his hair.
Oh, God, no.
He looks over you and he's like, well, hello, my morning's snow. How are you doing?
Oh, pretty well. Good job.
Me and
You hit the
Matayas
target.
here, we're just chatting up about our recent adventure out and, shooting some arrows because we're both rangers. I could join the Rangers Society, technically.
You're a samurai, sir.
We use bows.
Yeah, I'm a fighter, and I use bows.
Okay, so we're technically rangers. We shoot at range. We can go hunting.
Anybody can hunt, Clyde. It's just that some of us aren't as good as others.
Exactly. For example, like someone running around with a club or an axe couldn't do this so well as me with my bow.
Try and shoot that arrow again.
He does hit the target, but it's not quite on the bullseye. It's on the second ring out.
Your only good luck is when I'm standing behind you, shouting at you.
I've gotten used to the environment. It happens frequently. And of course, the voice of an angel would inspire me to do greatness.
Oh, well, the voice of the angel is wanting to see. Do you want to go to the alchemist shop really quick with me?
Why do I need to be there? I don't want to see you turn into a metal statue again.
Because if I die or pass out, I'm going to need somebody to come with me.
Can I go there to prevent your death?
Yes, you may.
All right, well, let's do that instead, because you kind of wear the pants in this little party of ours. And
I look down. I'm wearing my dress.
yeah, but you make all the decisions.
I don't know how. I don't know why. It must be the bard in me.
And also, who else would I make bread for?
Celia?
Celia wouldn't have such appreciation for my art.
Is it an art?
It's an art. And he starts walking away and starts going to the alchemist. You make your way down to the alchemist.
Yes.
Everything's a short walk away, so it only takes you a couple of minutes to get there.
Ahem. When we get up towards the door.
Yeah.
Push it in with my foot, like with really cool. I'm like, ha! Boom, baby.
And you see the man, has his arms crossed, head lying on the counter.
I go over. I take out a gold coin and I put it on the table.
Immediately, on the clink that hits the wooden table, he hears, money? Oh, it's you again.
Yep.
How did everything go? Did you go adventuring? You find anything useful?
Yes, and I pull out the blue mushrooms and I place them down on the table.
Well, those are pretty common, but they can be useful.
What are they?
We name most of the things by what they do. They're sleep shrooms. Basically, you can distill them. One shroom can make 1 vial of a weaker sleep effect. And if you have someone drink this or imbue it into a spell effect, it'll put them asleep. Now, if you get a bunch of them, that increases the potency of the sleep that is induced upon them. You could honestly knock someone out for a whole day if you got enough shrooms. Generally, though, just one shroom is actually really easy to resist the effects of it. And one shroom might not even make you drowsy.
How much will you give me for them?
One shroom? You're talking like 3 gold pieces.
How many would you give me for, like, a bushel or a dozen?
Bushel? Are you carrying a wheelbarrow around and just dumping shrooms in there?
I point to I'm like, well, he can carry them.
Yeah, I pick things up and put them down for her. That's what most men do. Don't worry about it. If you can get me, like, 25 shrooms, I'd probably give you 50 gold.
Oh, okay. Also, you have any new...
Clyde speaks up. Didn't you just offer her 3 gold per shroom? Yeah, what about it? And then you just offered her 50 gold for 25 shrooms. Isn't that less? I'm trying to run a business here, kid. What do you want from me? Don't try and get smart with me. Who else is going to buy your sleep shrooms? No one else knows how to distill them around here, except the other alchemists. Animal-loving. Oh, speaking of which, you signed a contract. Here, try this.
What is it? What color is it?
It's yellow.
It's yellow.
But it looks kind of congealed and it's moving. It's kind of crawling around in the container.
Oh, Clyde.
I told you to make sure you didn't die. I didn't say I'm offering to drink anything.
What if it's a love potion?
Better you drink it than I do. I don't want to fall in love with that coot.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. I pinch my nose and I down it.
So you pinch your nose and you turn the bottle up, and as you do, the yellow goose starts to climb to the top of the bottle, and it screams,
oh my god, no! And I just stopped. I'm like, this isn't a liquid. This is a living thing. Why is it alive?
Well, don't worry about it. You gotta, it struggles a little bit, but you gotta drink it down, trust me.
Clyde, did you hear it?
Hear what?
Did you hear it scream?
No, what are you talking about?
It asks for help.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I perception check it and I try to look a little bit closer.
Okay. It looks like, yeah, it's crawling around, but it doesn't seem to like have eyes or a mouth or anything. You don't see how it could have really said anything. But it is crawling around in the container, and it seems to go to the furthest possible way from either people or from the lid or opening of the bottle.
I speak into the bottle. How can I help you? What are you?
You gotta drink me, but then spit me out. Let me run away.
But what are you?
I'm Blurb.
What's a blurb?
What are you talking about?
What's a blurb?
I don't know. It's just a short phrase.
Its name is blurb.
It doesn't have a name. It's a potion. You signed a contract, young lady.
No, sir. Just tell me why it's talking to me, and I'll drink it.
Did you drink an insanity potion before you came here? I don't know. Just down it.
I whispered to the bottle. What would happen if I ate you or drank you?
I don't know, but don't do it.
Clyde, it's talking to me.
Do
I drink it or not?
I mean, if it's talking to you, I'm mildly concerned. You should probably get rid of that as soon as possible, whether that's drinking it or throwing it in the trash. You better not throw it in the trash. I worked hard on that. You better drink it right now.
It could cause a problem. What if it escapes? What if it's like a hellworm?
Who knows?
Okay, I'm like, Clyde, just. I turn towards him and like, hold me really quick. Just not hug me. Just hold me by the shoulders really quick, because I don't know what's gonna happen. I pinch my nose and I drink it.
I roll a reflex save to see if you can jingle it out of the bottle. No, it's resisting you.
Okay.
Roll again. This is basically every time you roll, it's 15 minutes. I mean, 5 minutes, not 15. You're like literally just sitting there shaking the bottle for a couple of minutes until finally you get it, and it is in your mouth.
What is it doing in the inside of my mouth right now?
Crawling around on the inside of your mouth. The best way to explain it is like the movement of the Venom symbiote that you saw the movie. That's why I'm using this to explain it. It's kind of like just crawling around like this elastic thing. It feels kind of like rubbery but slimy at the same time, and it's just kind of bouncing around on the inside of your mouth. Kind of think like Flubber too.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So what do you do?
I swallow it.
All right. And then out of nowhere, the old man throws something at you. Roll reflex save.
19.
Okay.
Plus my 4.
Mhm.
Oh, 23.
Before you even noticed that something was thrown at you, you had the precognition to move out of the way and to avoid things that you don't want to be hit by.
Oh my gosh, like if Clyde tries to kiss me, I'll know how
You'll
to
just
avoid it.
know. Interesting. I was hoping for that effect. Gives you a sort of precognition, which is going to give you a bonus on.
What did I just drink?
I didn't give it a name yet.
Why was it alive?
It probably wasn't.
You know what? It had a precognition to not be eaten.
Probably did. But now you have a precognition to not be hit.
How long does this last?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Come back in a couple of days. I'm working on cooking up something new. Just
Do
make
you have
sure
another one of these?
Let me see if I have any other samples in the back. He rustles around. No, I tried a couple of other experiments, but they all failed.
They all failed.
They didn't have the intended side effects.
What side effects did they have?
Well, I turned yellow for a little bit. That was a fun one. Some of the other things, it actually made me a little slower. And that's kind of painful in my old age. It takes me 5 minutes to get out of a chair. Now it takes me 20.
Okay, well, Clyde, I guess we'll just go back and see what happens.
All right, well, if you notice when the side effects wear off, write down how long they lasted for, and then get back to me when you come in for another potion.
Okay, we'll do so. All right. So I guess I decided to head back to where I was, and I was like, thanks for coming with me. I didn't die. That's a good thing.
Yeah, you went a little crazy there for a bit talking about talking potions, though.
I didn't go crazy. It was talking to me, and then I drank it. I shouldn't have drank it. I'm a horrible person. I drank something that might have been alive still. Oh my gosh.
Well, while you deal with that introspective crisis, I'm gonna go back because I have things to do.
What do you mean by things? And I do air quotes. Things to do.
Meeting up with some of the guys.
Guys?
Yeah.
Sense motive. Is it guys?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He seems very honest that he's meeting up with a bunch of guys.
Wow.
He's got things to do.
What are you doing? What are these things?
You wouldn't get it. It's Ranger Society things.
What do you mean it's Ranger Society things? You're not a ranger.
What do you mean I'm not a ranger? I've got a bow. I qualify as a ranger.
You're not a ranger.
I have to use ranged equipment, and I have to complete an impressive task involving a bow. Those are the only requirements to be part of the Ranger Society. Heck, you could be part of the Ranger Society.
Have you done anything impressive with a bow?
I've fought hordes of skeletons.
Did you? Or did you end up being fingered by those skeletons?
Irrelevant. They were just shot eventually.
You also almost died to, what was it? A hyena?
Yeah, but I was playing dead to catch it off guard. Very impressive.
Is that what they call it, darling?
They were all impressed by my tales and the stories of my adventurous hunts.
How about I join you and I'll watch you on your adventurousness?
I think it's a boys only night. You're gonna
Excuse
have to,
me?
yeah,
Boys only night, huh?
yeah.
Excuse me, but who wears the pants in this relationship?
What relationship?
Exactly.
Okay, we'll meet you back at the tavern. And he's trying to shake you, so he starts running. I'll be back for dinner.
What time is it?
In game, it would probably be afternoon.
Okay. What else is there to do in the town?
You haven't explored most of the town.
I know.
You barely went into the library.
Yeah.
You haven't went into the keep or attempted to enter the castle that there is.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to attempt to enter the castle.
So when I say castle, basically there's the main river that you kind of see and all the other rivers spread out from it. But there's the main river, and at the mouth of the main river where it splits back into two, and there is an absolutely massive tree. And when I say massive tree, I mean most of the other trees you've been seeing are large. And I mean like 4 foot in diameter. This tree is something like 100 foot in diameter and reaches up hundreds of feet, almost thousands of feet tall. It's a huge, massive tree. There's a gate around it, but you can see inside this tree, there is very intricate archways and windows and door frames and lights and everything.
I am going to try and I'm going to perception check.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to see if there are any areas
Mm-hmm.
that are not being watched as well. That is a 25.
Okay, your perception check, and you can see that the front entrance seems to be watched by 2 towers, and in each tower there is a guard. There seems to be a guard at the front gate, and another one further down the path that is guarding the front doorway. Now, the entirety of the tree isn't inside the walls, and you can tell that possibly on the other side, outside of the kingdom, where the walls aren't, there is a low-hanging window, and when I say low-hanging, I mean 50 feet vertical up the tree.
I can't do anything else right now. I'm gonna go sleep.
Okay, so you go back to the tavern. Upon entering the tavern, you see Crystal and Grog there. And they're just sitting there chatting with Variya and a couple of other people. And you see Grog's arm wrestling a really tiny elf. Grog's hand is about the size of the elf's head.
How is the elf doing?
The elf is... Grog's just sitting there. He's drinking an ale and talking to like 3 other people while he's just holding his arm up. And the elf's looking like he's putting all of his might into it, but Grog's hand isn't even budging slightly.
Hey, Snow, you're back. How's it been?
It's been good. It's been really good. Better than ever.
I mean, you want to join us? We're having fun over here.
Nah, I'm good. I think I'm just gonna go sleep until people actually start arriving.
What? That's going to be like 16 hours from now. You sure you don't want to do something? We could go shopping.
I don't like shopping.
Why not?
It's spending money that I don't have.
But you can get cool things, and you can sell things that you do have to buy things that you want. Don't you have a bunch of meat from all the hunts we had, or random bones?
But yeah, I have to go back to the town of beginnings to do that.
Okay, so me and Grog got leaf crystals.
I don't.
Okay, Grog can stay here. Me and you can go on a shopping spree.
I'd rather not.
And you can borrow the leaf crystals, sell all your stuff in the town of beginnings, buy another leaf crystal there once you sell things, and we can come back.
Yeah, nah.
I mean, if you didn't want to go with me, I'd understand. I can just hang out with Grog, but you could borrow our leaf crystal.
Fine. I'll borrow the crystal.
All right, well, here you go. And she hands you a leaf crystal.
Okay. I try to use it.
It is an item. It is under your inventory. When you go in your inventory, you can select to use it, and you can choose which town you wish to go to. But after using the crystal, you can only go to each town once every 24 hours.
Okay.
So then you use it, and you are now, poof, you kind of like, it depixelates you, and it looks like it goes from head to toe, depixelating you. And then you repixelate, and now you are back in the town of beginnings.
Okay. Alrighty.
Where do you go?
I go to the alchemist lady. Also, how is that sensation, the precognition that I have? How's that feeling right now?
After about half an hour, it is worn off.
I make note of that.
So you are heading over to the alchemist.
Yes, I go over to the alchemist lady. I go to her, and I walk into the shop.
Oh, welcome. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, we've been over in Variya, kind of stuck over there for a while.
Oh, my. I hear a crazy old coot alchemist lives over there.
Yeah,
Better not be doing any deals with him. I hear he's insane. Testing out experimental drugs on people. Speaking of which, here, try this.
Oh, what is it? I perception check it. I crit failed.
You can't really see. The bottle's kind of foggy, and you can't make out the color or really any texture or anything about the side of the bottle.
Okay.
Go ahead and drink it.
I drink it. Oh, God! You know, I just trusted her word that day, and I was just like, okay, fine. Woo.
Doesn't seem to have an effect on you.
Really?
And she's like, oh, wait, no, that's right. I needed a male subject for this. Here, do you have any guys in your party?
I do.
All right, here, give this to one of them.
Okay. I also throw down the mushrooms on her counter, and I say, how much for these?
Oh, those are. I mean, they're not really common around here, and, well, maybe them. They're used for sleeps. You could get a bunch more. I could probably do something with that. If you could end up getting me like 15 mushrooms, I'd pay you like 100 gold.
Okay. That's a great deal. I will see if I can get you 15 or 100. Sounds much better than what I had earlier.
All right. Well, is there anything else you're looking to do while you're here?
Where can I mean, what about this skull?
I mean, I'm an alchemist. We don't really deal much in any of that. The best I could do is grind it up into bone meal, and because it's human bone, that could maybe be useful in certain things. And maybe like 15 gold for it.
But it's a rare drop.
I mean, I don't really have any use for it now. Well, I like you when you test out potentially dangerous things that are going to kill you for me. They're not much use to an alchemist like me, but if you went over to a magic shop, per se, depending on the type of person you get, you might be able to sell it for a bit more there.
All right, thank you. So I book it out of there.
And where do you head?
I go to the magic shop. And when I walk in, I slam the skull on the table.
And
the bones that I have.
Okay, so and from there comes in hovering from the ground a 7-foot-tall, cloak-robed, staffed, pointy wizard hat. You can't see his face, though. It seems to be clouded in an aura, but he has glowing red eyes.
Who dare attempts to enter my lair, my establishment of business?
That would be the esteemed Snow.
And what, may I ask, is your reason for coming here?
What do you give me for this?
He looks at it. He waves his hand. All of the shutters in the shop close, and all of the windows fold up, and it gets really dark. Suddenly, a bunch of candles light in here.
And this is when I wish I had my precognition.
And his robe opens up, and a staircase appears. From the staircase comes walking down step by step by step a little tiny 2-foot man who then hops up on the counter. Interesting. Very interesting. The genuine human skull. You know necromancy is incredibly taboo and illegal, right?
No, I would never know such a thing. Ever.
Well, it is. I'm just letting you know, at least in this town, there are strict rules against it. But at the same time, there are some really interesting spells that can be cast with a human skull. So, in the sake of interest of knowledge, I can give you 500 gold.
Only 500?
Only? What are you trying to get me for?
500?
I can't give you more than...
That's insane.
500 gold. I can't just... What do you think I am made of? I can't go any higher than 650.
This is the most amount of money that I've been dealt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, that would do nicely. That is a good fee for the skull. I may consider bringing more.
And then for the bones, if you include them with the skull, I'll give you 700 in total.
I will sell you anything you desire, sir. You have a good business here.
All right, well, don't go telling anyone that I'm up to over here.
How about subtracting the price? I need a leaf crystal.
Okay, leaf crystal. Okay, here's the leaf crystal and your gold. You can see that there's 600 gold in the pouch.
Okay.
Yes, he slides the pouch and the crystal over to you against his glass counter, and then he goes and he takes the skull. He hops back up in his staircase and he sticks it in one of the arms of the sleeves of the robe he was wearing, and he takes the bones and he's just kind of running up and he zips back up the hood. And he waves his arms and all the candles go out and the windows open back up again.
Ooh. Well then. Fascinating. Perfect.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, that's it. Thank you. And I kind of just awkwardly shimmy my way out of the building. And I'm just
Be gone!
ogling the money I have. Oh, I've never had this much. I feel I'm rich. I'm rich. I go to the butcher shop and I have my boar hat gear on still.
Of course.
And
welcome back. I'm glad to see you've been advertising.
Yes, and I gesture and I'm just it has been the best advertisement that I've ever done. Literally, the only advertisement I've ever done. Yeah, it'd be really awkward. Okay, so I plopped down all the bison meat that I had gathered.
Oh, wonderful. 15 pounds. Oh, all right, then. Carry the one. Give me 60 gold for it.
60 gold?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And I assume quest is marked off.
And then, yes, your quest is also completed, and then you gain an extra 100 experience for that.
Oh, barding. Is there barding? I go to the armory to see if they have barding. Yes, I will go to the blacksmith.
Oh, welcome. What can I do you for?
Hi, I'm trying to see. Do you have any armor for wolves or?
Oh, wolves. I don't really normally do wolves. We can do horse armor pretty well, but I don't really know if I have anything that could fit a wolf. I guess I could do a custom order, but then I'd have to get in the measurements and everything, and it would take a while to forge it. You'd have to select the material, and it would be quite a process.
How long would it take, do you think?
Well, I mean, once I get the measurements and I can start working on it, it would only probably take about a week or so.
A week? Ooh, okay. And how much do you think that would cost in general?
Well, I mean, generally, the barding isn't all that much different than the human armor, but I do have to have a specialty make it, so it generally tends to be about twice as much as a regular piece of armor.
Twice as much, okay.
So, for example, if you wanted this fine here breastplate, which is a medium piece of armor for your standard person, it's going to be about twice the amount of money. And he then points to a chart, and he shows you that the breastplate that he's currently showing you costs 400 gold pieces.
And it would be double
So
that.
it would be double that. Of course, if you wanted to get some lighter hide armor and you supplied me with the materials, it would just be paying for the times of my craft.
Okay, I'll have to consider that. Thank you for your time.
Oh, come back anytime, and if you need any arms or armor, you know where to find
And
me.
as he's finishing that, I just kind of...
And you repixelate, and you are now in the town center of Variya, I assume.
Yes.
Probably more later in the evening now. I'd probably say 7 or 8 p.m.
Okay. I go back to the tavern. And I walk in. Anybody downstairs?
Oh, the tavern is absolutely packed. There are tons of elves, all at the various different tables. Grog is currently arm wrestling 2 different individuals at the same time.
At the same time?
Well, yeah, you've got 1 person per arm, so he's got his arms crossed. You see Crystal, and she's kind of going around, and she's got a hat out, and she's getting people's money, and they're putting money into the hat and everything.
Oh my gosh.
All right, anyone step up if you think you can beat the invincible Grog. We'll take bouts of up to 5 individuals per arm.
Per arm. Dear God. They're taking bets.
Yes.
I go up to Crystal. Who's everyone betting for?
Well, I mean, most people are betting for Grog, but we did just get a party of 5 people from the Ranger Society who are betting that the 5 of them together could beat the guy.
I want to bet against him.
Do you want to bet for Grog against the 5?
Yes.
All right, how much you want to put in?
I put down 100.
All right. Well, depending on how much we get, you could maybe get 3 times the return.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
5 men. They put down their bows and they take off their cloaks, and they're pretty well. They're muscular for rangers.
They're rangers.
They're rangers. You've got 2 guys on the one side who look like they're ready to push the arm, and then you've got 1 guy on the other side looking like he's about to pull the arm and just push all of his body weight on it.
Oh my God, no. That's cheating.
Well, this will at least make it interesting.
All right, girl, come on. I believe in you.
All right. On the count of 3, everyone get ready to start. Remember, there will be no cheating, no biting, no kicking, no spitting, no stepping on people's toes. And the winner is decided by whoever's hand touches first. That means you in the middle, since on the party of 5. If your wrist touches the table, your team's done.
I think it, and I just say kind of under my breath, but loud enough for everyone to hear, I think his wrist is going to break.
No, impossible. We've got 5 people over there working with him. They'll be fine. 3, 2, 1, begin!
Come on, Grog. Don't
The
give up.
entire
Come on.
tavern erupts and everyone's cheering for their individual side. And Grog looks like he's sitting there. And then Grog's arm slowly starts to sink back as it looks like the 5 men are starting to get to him.
Don't you dare, Grog. Don't you dare.
Oh, well, I didn't want to have to bring it to this, but making me a little upset.
Yes.
I can't be losing now, can I?
Yes.
All of a sudden, you just see Grog's eyes light up in flames as he starts to glare down, and he looks like he hulks in muscle and size. And his arms start to protrude muscle, and the veins start popping out. And you can just see, and in one big go, he flings the person who's just laying on his arm, and he flings them across to the room.
Raging party in the
And
tavern.
just crushes one man's hand with the other man's hand as he just smashes them and breaks the table. If we would have bet on that, I would have lost. Good thing I didn't bet on it. Oh no! And you just see a bunch of rangers go as 3/4 of the tavern ended up betting on the 5 members to have won. So you end up actually getting 400 gold back in return.
Dear God. Huh, I have 1,000 gold.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, and this is why we do this all night, and why we stay in the tavern.
Don't do this at home, kids.
Nonsense, we do it at every tavern, every week.
No. Kids shouldn't try and wrestle a barbarian.
Oh, no, they would probably get their arms broken. Trust me, I would never try and wrestle Grog.
Self-proclaimed champion of the tavern, no one can beat me.
I stand up on the table and I say, no longer self-proclaimed. He is the proclaimed champion of this tavern.
That's right.
And he picks you up and he sets you down on one of his arms. He's just carrying you around. Some people are inspecting the elves with the broken hands that were shattered on the table. And everyone's picking up the pieces and the remnants after the arm wrestling competition. And then you get a message from Wilson. All right, well, we managed to push through, and we'll actually probably be back sometime early next morning.
In the morning?
Yeah, we're going to take a quick rest right now, but then we'll probably be back around 8 or 9 in the morning.
That's reasonable. We'll see you in the morning. And just so you know, Grog is one heck of a wrestler.
I mean, he was running and keeping pace with horses.
He wrestled 5 men at once. It was basically with his pinky. Basically with his pinky.
I'm glad he's on our side. All right, but after about 3 hours, it dies down, and it's 11 p.m. at night. And then
I give Crystal back for Crystal. I'm going to go to bed, and I guess we'll see everybody in the morning.
All right, well, good nights now. And then you wake up, and you were very well rested. And you are woken up to the beautiful song of songbirds as the sun is streaming in through the window.
I look on my mini-map. Do I see, like, people are downstairs or, like, awake and stuff moving around?
Seems like most everyone's out of their rooms by now.
I go downstairs.
And as you're walking down the stairs, you hear, "Well, I never. I thought there would at least be some kind of meat in this place." You're in an elven village, Tiffany. Do you really think that they're going to be serving meat? Well, I could at least hope for some bacon. I mean,
I
bacon and eggs.
storm down the stairs and I say, I have bear meat for you, Tiffany.
Oh my gosh, can we turn that into some bear jerky?
Yeah, we can. Where's Clyde when I need him?
He's right over here. Don't worry about it. I got you. I've already actually started cooking up some meat. Oh, that's my man. Yeah, I could actually go for some food too. A nice home-cooked meal.
As he's talking, I just gotta go over and I jump and I give him a hug. Like, Wilson! I give him a really big hug.
Hi, Snow. And he's blushing hilariously.
You're alive.
Yeah.
I'm so
he's just hugging his glaive. Yeah, we managed. We made it through. I made some maps.
I'm so proud of you. You're becoming such a grown man. It's great. I'm proud of you.
I don't know if that was condescending or insulting or a compliment.
No. It was a compliment. It might have sounded condescending. I just woke up and yelled at some birds.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Off the course.
Oh my gosh, we've got meat again. I can't believe it. This really is a happy day.
So, good morning, everyone. I'm glad that we have all adjourned at this meeting.
And everyone's just sitting down. They look up as they're tearing flesh out of their bear meat like this is a meeting.
Yes, I would like to bring about the discussion of the name of our future guild.
We have one of those.
Yes, we just need 3 more members and we can become a guild.
Yes, and then we can be the Twilight Assassin.
No. See, here. You know how there's the Dark Clan?
Those scumbags. Yeah, I wasn't really a fan of them. They made it so I couldn't buy health potions and nearly died.
Well, I pull out the paper crane. Well, and I start playing with it on my cheek. Let me put it this way.
And Celia snaps her fingers. It floats up in the air. Where did you get this? And instantly, it bursts into flames and starts fluttering into a million pieces as the cinders fall to the ground.
You killed Carl!
Well, Carl was spying on you.
I'd rather Carl spy on me while I'm sleeping than Clyde.
I've done no such thing. He looks nervously to his right and left.
Carl, no! Wait, they were spying on me? Really? Seriously?
Yes. There was a clairvoyance spell on it, so they were able to see and hear everything that was going around in the immediate vicinity of the
They heard me talking about food, and...
Well, at least luckily, after hearing your personality, they probably don't find you threatening.
My only threat is my chaoticness. Anyway, yes, so, the Dark Guild, they're a problem.
I agree. Those nasty folk, they bought up all the health potions. It made a lot of order for the rest of us to progress.
So I just thought about it, and I thought to myself, what if we made a guild whose sole purpose was not just the destruction of the Dark Guild?
Moonlight Ninjas.
No. Our purpose isn't just to destroy the Dark Guild. It's not really to destroy them. It's just to kind of...
That sounds really violent.
No. We combat them. No, we combat them by helping other players get out of this game faster.
I mean, there is kind of already a guild like that. Yeah, it's called Mercy. If you look on the player boards and all the guild chats in basically the sub pages, you can see
guild chats.
Yeah, there's a chat board.
I haven't been in my menus in a long time.
If you check the menus, you can tell there's posts for all the guilds, but the 2 highest guilds right now, well, number 1's Dark with a couple thousand followers of the guild. This number 2 is Mercy, and they're actually pretty high up there recruiting people too. And they're all a bunch of healers whose sole goal is to basically help people recover from the lack of health potions.
Well, that's their goal. Our goal is to clear the floor, not get the gold, and get people up to the levels faster. Okay, look. My only idea right here, right now, is that we call ourselves Odd.
I mean, we are a bunch of misfits, if I'm being honest.
But not like that. AOD.
I'm not the best at spelling or anything, but I don't think that's how you spell odd.
No, of course not. It stands for Antithesis of Darkness. I thought it was a cool idea because we would be like the antithesis of the Dark Guild and we could be...
Couldn't we just call ourselves Light then?
No, that sounds stupid. It sounds so stupid.
I mean, I kind of like it. It's kind of like, it's cool and it's nice. And I mean,
which one?
Oh, yours.
Thanks.
It's like funny, but it also has got like good meaning, and then we could like help people, and I could make maps and sell them.
Basically.
I think it's a genius idea that only an angel could come up with. An angel such as yourself.
Yeah. I don't know how to respond to that, Clyde. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm flattered, but at the same time, dear God, how many times can you call a person an angel and then not get tired of it?
How much is 7 times 77?
Okay then, Jesus.
I mean, I don't mind the idea of helping people out and everything. The name actually does have a nice ring to it, and it would be good to combat such terrible people that are running around right now in this society.
Yeah, that is the ultimate goal. And I mean,
it could work, but like you said, we're still missing 3 members.
I know. Well, it's really weird. We haven't really run into any other players on this side of the map beyond dark.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to explain. If you check the floor count of players, it's been fluctuating.
Yeah. So
Going down, but also going up, meaning that people are coming back to this floor. So they're not just dying, but they've found the way out. The reason why we might not have found that many players around this area is either because they found out that the exit isn't near here, or they found the exit and it is near here, and that's why we don't find them, because they've already left.
well, the only thing I can think of is, I mean, more than likely it's Dark that got up faster than anyone else. They have the most players. But it's really weird. They had members here who were meeting with some old dude in a 10-gallon cap. I don't know. He had some kind of southern accent with
I think
a
his
giant...
name was Jenkins.
Was it?
Yeah.
He had a name?
I think it was Jenkins.
How do you know his name?
I overheard it.
He's a perceptive one.
It doesn't surprise me. What is your class?
And she just pulls up her cloak and disappears.
So I overheard some stuff that might be interesting. It's possible that, yes, the exit could be in the west, but why would the Dark Guild be here talking to a guy about a mission from the west, but then they disappeared? I know, I'm trying to piece things together, and it's not really working in my head right now, but...
Well, I mean, we have a couple of options. If we think that the reason that there's a lack of people here is because the exit's here, then we can keep exploring around here to see if we find the exit in this general area. Or we could follow the Dark Guild that we've rumored to hear being in the west, and then track them down, because we've figured that they've already left the floor, and if we can find them, then they can lead us to the exit.
We also got to consider our own survivability right now, because we haven't been able to find health potions almost anywhere. And this is like the only place where we know where slimes are. We need to get a healer, I guess from like that mercy group or whatnot.
I mean, we could hire somebody.
Yeah, but do we have the money for it?
We could probably come up with the funds, and also if we're going questing, we're going to get gold along the way.
This is true.
If we could just offer them a percentage of whatever we get, that could be incentive enough for them to join us.
Well, all I know is that if we want to become a guild, we need to have 3 permanent members, in addition to what we have.
I mean, we could always just post on the guild board that we're looking for more people and see if anyone wants to join us.
Wilson, I leave that up to you.
Why is it my job? I just make maps.
Because you're good with words and you're my map maker.
Only one of those things is true. I can do it.
As long as there are no long pauses or sighs in it, we're good. And I mean
You're right.
this.
Maybe she shouldn't do it. I'll take care of recruit people. Don't you worry. I'll make sure that we get the best of the best, top notch. We'll make an army able to withstand any invasion, raid into any kingdom that we need.
So all that's left is making a decision of where we need to go.
I mean, I wouldn't mind scouting the area out more. That's how I was able to level up really fast, because I made a bunch of maps. And then we can sell maps to other various players. Yes, but that is rather slow, and if our guild's objective is clearing the floor quickly, we should probably find the most efficient route to leaving, instead of taking time to explore each floor to its complete and entirety.
We're either at the place where people are getting out, or it's in the west. I really think that maybe what we need to do is follow in the tracks of the Dark Guild for now. Figure out what they were doing.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind giving them the old 1-2, paying them back for all the trouble they caused us, but we'd have to travel pretty far.
Yeah, it's going west.
I mean, at worst, we can always use our leaf crystals to go back to the town of beginnings, see if we can recruit some more people when we're in the area before we head off west, or see if we can find some more friends on our way to the west.
It's going to be easier to recruit people on floor 1. I can tell you that much. If somebody's already on floor 2 at this point in the game, more than likely they're already part of a guild or a party. It's going to be easier to recruit them here than it is anywhere else. And we haven't really run into any other players in this area, so maybe heading west is the best decision.
Everyone's basically nodding in agreement that they all think that given a day's time to prepare and get ready, that you should all head back to the town of beginnings and make your way west.
Very well. Also, I gotta go check on my wolf guys, make sure he's, up to snuff.
I mean, is there something wrong with him? Oh my gosh, it was terrible. The entire adventure. There was an elk, and then there was a dire bear, and then Clyde's armor got eaten by a praying mantis.
Speaking of which, Tiffany,
Yeah?
Celia, I pull out the bear head.
Both of them are frozen, as if they don't know what to do with themselves. And then simultaneously, they raise both their arms up and smack them down on the table.
Where did you find one of those?
Well, this was given to me.
It is an incredibly rare item. There is a percent chance that actually spawning. Imagine all the things you can make out of that. You can make armor. You can make you can make arms. You can make armor. You could make a magical item. You could have so many magical effects. I'm sure Celia could whip up half of the things that you need that you couldn't even imagine that you would want. I know I could make some masterwork armor out of it. I could probably make something that gives you animal form or shift change, or I could just use the components of the bear to actually give you the very standard but permanent in this option's bear endurance, which gives you a +4 to your constitution.
Oh my gosh, imagine me with that. I'd be unkillable.
Rog, if you go and ask Matayas, I'm sure he'll give you a bear head.
I don't really think that he's gonna be very active anymore. He seemed a little traumatized by the whole event.
Do I need to go talk to him?
I don't think that would make anything better.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think what he's saying is that the adventure that he went out on with us is kind of terrifying to him, and he doesn't want to live his worst memories by having you around.
Why me? Why is it me? What did I do? What did I specifically do to him?
I don't know, you're kind of the party leader.
Am I? When?
I mean, you did just call a team meeting, and then just suggest our guild name and basically decide for us where we're going.
Yeah, you've kind of been self-elected by yourself and a couple of the other members to be giving the instructions and shots around here. Makes best work for all of us, so I don't mind.
I never thought I'd be a leader of any kind, so this is a little awkward and overwhelming that I'm actually thinking about what I have to do, and I'm gonna go.
Tiffany puts his hand on your shoulder.
With great power comes great responsibility.
I'm gonna go sit in a corner and hide.
Don't worry. And he puts both his arms on your shoulders.
We believe in you. We know you can do it. Lead us out of this terrible game.
I don't know if I can. I might lead us into worse situations.
Maybe the person that gets lost and loses people in a small town isn't the best person to be leading us around.
I mean, she doesn't really have to literally lead us around. I've got maps, but I mean, she comes up with good decisions, and she's normally able to lead us in a good direction and figure out what's best for what we need to do as a group. And I mean, hey, she is kind of what brought us all together.
So I look at Celia and I say, could you actually make me that bear's endurance thing? Tell me how much it costs later. I'm working on getting more money.
Well, it's going to take a couple of days.
Yeah, a couple of days at the least.
How about if I give you 500 now, would that be it?
That would probably be enough to actually get the creation underway.
I throw the money at her. Take my 500.
Oh.
All right, Celia, you heard it. It's time to get back to work. We aren't level 6s for nothing.
You're level 6.
Yeah, they leveled up while I leveled up too. They mostly focused on me though. He's kind of shaking.
Hey, you needed it.
Birds. The birds.
Clyde, come with me. Wilson, I'll be back for you later. Wait for me, darling.
You're darn right I get to get with you.
He prances off after you.
Okay. So as we're walking, I'm like, okay, Clyde, we're going back to the alchemist shop. What?
Ah, the regular alchemist where your wolf is?
Yes. After we go to the other alchemist.
Why are we going there again?
Also, I need you to drink this. And I hand him the clear potion. You drink it, I will kiss you full on the lips.
He blushes, he grabs it, and he downs it.
That was easy.
Do you, by the way?
I will.
When?
After it's all done.
Oh, okay. Roll a perception check. He's incredibly flushed. He's like, what did you do? And he looks really, really uncomfortable. And he covers himself. Like he pulls his robe in front of him and he's like waddling really awkwardly. You did this to me and not in the way that girls normally do this.
I go to the other alchemist. And, hey, do you have any more of that?
What?
It's me.
What?
It's me.
Who? Me who? Do I know a me? I know a shmee once.
I'm your potion tester.
Oh, you. The suicidal one, yes. What do you want?
Do you have any more of that precognition potion?
Because you were bugging me so much about it, I was able to whip one up. Just one, though.
It lasted 30 minutes.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay.
So just one, huh?
How many do you want me to make in one day? Eyes are wincing at him. Don't go spending it all in one place. He puts it down on the table. It's 50 gold.
30. And I'll drink an
45.
extra potion for you.
30 and you drink another one. Yeah, here you go. The best way to explain it is it literally looks like alphabet soup.
I open it. I smell it.
It smells like alphabet soup. It smells like chicken broth and noodles.
I down it.
And you make a perception check.
It's 11.
You're kind of like looking around, like seeing what's changed. And you actually are seeing that some of the books that were up on the walls that you couldn't read before, you actually understand what they say.
It's a language soup.
Do you say that out loud?
Oh, God, no. Clyde, nod your head if you can understand me.
And he just looks blankly at you and tilts his head. Oh, you're speaking a really weird language there.
And I can't understand him, I'm assuming.
No, you can understand him perfectly.
Why can I understand you?
Oh, now you're talking in merfolk?
I look back and Clyde.
Elvish. I can speak that one.
What's going on?
I don't speak dwarf.
I
I'm
try
sorry.
to control it.
Nope.
Blah, 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 blah.
You just get blah, 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 blah. All right, well, tell me when that wears off. And tell me what it does, because right now it just seems like you can't control what language
I
you
motion
speak.
in the air for a piece of paper, basically to write.
Hands you a sheet of paper.
I write on it.
Okay, what do you write?
Language soup.
Okay, you write that in 5 different languages.
Can he read one of them?
He can read language. Yes, your languages are mixed up.
Soup. I just keep writing the word soup until I get to a language he can understand.
You wrote soup 12 different ways. And he's like, soup. What about soup?
I point to the one he read in this one.
Yes, that's the potion. It was alphabet soup.
And I thumbs up.
What about it?
And I make a motion with my hand, like talking, like
Okay.
question, like I shrug my shoulders, like not understanding languages.
All right, so this goes on for 10 minutes until finally the effects wear off.
It's a language potion. It makes me talk lots of languages you can't understand, apparently.
You understand any of them?
Yeah.
Interesting. So you can understand all languages, but you don't get to choose which ones you talk or correspond in.
I could have been cursing you out for all I know.
Could have been. I don't know either. I only speak 3 languages.
Well, thank you. We may not be back for a while, so
What if I have more potions to test?
if you have more potions, send me a PM. Unless you want to send them directly to my inbox.
Maybe. We'll talk. Just come back within a week or so.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Get out of my store.
You have anything to counteract what he's got going?
What's going on with him? And he squints his eyes, and he puts on his glasses, and then he bursts. I can't do anything about raging hormones. Not funny.
Well, I mean, I make my way back to the tavern. Well, guys, I guess, should we head out tomorrow then, or?
I mean, we're going to be working on our project for a little bit since you just gave us this thing where you want permanent bears endurance and everything. And me and Grog are going to go shopping, but you don't like shopping.
Shopping is stressful.
So we're going to go do that. And I had plans before this. And now I don't know if I want to go out in public.
What plans were those, Clyde?
And then you hear, actually, Snow.
Yeah.
Would you want to see some of Angus's new tricks?
Oh, sure. Angus's tricks.
Yeah, I leveled up, and he leveled up too, so I got to teach him some new tricks. And Tiffany looks you dead in the eye and says, "You do not want to see his horse's new tricks."
Tiffany, what's wrong? Is it that bad? Does he come? Does he sit? Does he go?
He's like, but we are gonna need probably one other person so I can show you what he can do too.
Clyde, come on.
I had planned archery. All right, Clyde, I just need you to, and it's great. We've got enough people. If we just go to the stables, we can pick them up. And you make your way to stables. He's like, Clyde, can you just hop up on Angus so I can show you what he can do? Man, that's a little hard right now. Literally. I don't know. Well, I can't have Snow do it. It would be awkward. Just trust me. And so he's like, fine. Clyde hops up on Angus. Angus looks at him, death glaring Clyde like daggers. But Wilson's able to calm him down, like, no, it's fine. And then he backs away, and Angus is sitting all calm. And Wilson just goes, no. And Angus jumps up and starts bucking wildly and is doing everything in his might he can to throw Clyde off of this horse. And right now it is a battle between Angus and Clyde. Angus bucks and Clyde gets launched forward 10 feet and just luckily lands in a bay of hail.
Wait, Wilson.
Yeah.
What trick is this?
Oh, it's throw rider. So if anyone tries to steal Angus, he throws them off.
Wow. I really feel bad. I feel bad for Clyde Wilson.
Yeah, Tiffany too. He's the one who helped me teach Angus this trick.
I go over and I'm like, Clyde, are you okay?
It's so awkward to be in this much pain. This is a first. Make it stop.
I'm so sorry.
Kiss it and make it better.
Kiss what and make it better?
Yeah, that sounds awkward. Never mind. Don't. Just forget I ever said that. Oh, anyways, Sugar Lips, you want to help me up here?
I'm so sorry. Wilson, that was
Yeah.
mean.
What do you? I wanted to show you his new trick, and I didn't want you to be the one writing him, so I thought we'd get someone else.
Maybe we should have gotten Matayas.
This is why Matayas is hiding from you.
Oh, Wilson, I'm so glad you wanted to show me the trick. But also, Clyde is having issues.
What? What's wrong with Clyde? No, Jujut. Everything's fine. This is okay. Oh, Snow, I also managed to draw some maps out of the various areas.
Oh, sweet. I look at his maps.
They're very detailed and intricate, and they're so he's actually detailed a lot of the area of the forest out. They're very detailed, and you can see that it depicts what type of creatures live there, and their spawn rates and drop chances and everything.
These are really good.
Yeah,
You really could sell these.
I mean, we could, but at the same time, birds. And he just starts shaking it again. The birds.
Well, I mean, now we're all back together as a party, and we're probably not going to separate for a while again, so it's going to be fine.
All right, well, Dollface, I've best be going. I have guys' things. Boys' night, days out.
All right, so I guess
So it's now about midday.
I go and visit with Nachia. Did Wilson come with me?
Probably.
I tell Wilson everything that's gone on and all the potions that I've been testing.
Listening very intently, and also swap stories about how they went northward and it was pretty calm, but as soon as they went deeper into the forest, there were carnivorous birds that were predator birds and tried ripping his flesh off. Now traumatized, and he ran into them 5 different times.
Interesting. And I look at his map, I'm like, how deep did you guys go into the wood?
And they went a good 10, 12 tiles deep.
Dang, no wonder it took you guys so long to get back to us. I mean, what do you think would be the best route for us to go back? If we're going westward, are we just going to head straight across? We're going to go to Town of Beginnings and go.
Probably the Town of Beginnings, because we're all the way on the east. Honestly, if we kept going east further instead of heading south, we probably would have hit the edge of the map.
Okay. So, I guess we go in.
Yep.
So I go up to the counter. I'm like, so Angelica, I see you're not with Grog.
Well, and she blushes. He only comes into my store every once in a while.
Only once in a while. How would you like to see him more than once in a while?
And she kind of looks up to towards the ceilings and bats her eyes and looks as if she's entertaining him. Oh, wouldn't that be lovely?
Oh, I see. Did you ever think of maybe asking him out? He's a shy man, so he,
Oh, no, I couldn't. He's an adventurer. He's got his own business to attend to, and I'm just an NPC. It's not written in my code.
It's not written in your code, but still, you have feelings, don't you?
No, of course I do. I only see thin, frail, elvish men all the time, but such a muscular, hulking figure as his.
How was Wilson reacting to this conversation?
Wilson is kind of in the corner. He's literally fingers in ears going la 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 la.
I take his fingers out of his ears and said, Wilson, it's okay.
No, this is not okay. This is more awkward.
I'm here to pick up Nachia anyway.
Oh, yes, and she tries to regain her composure, as she is literally previously just melted. But then she whistles and she brings him out. He looks a lot better.
Come now, Nachia, let's go.
You end there and you make your way back to the tavern before we are resting and heading to the west.
Yes.
And I think that before we rest and head out, that this is a good place to call it for the night. So with that being said, thank you for watching, everybody. Please do comment, like, and subscribe if you like what we're doing here and wish to keep updated on all of our videos. And do be sure to comment if you have any ideas for characters, because I'm making all of them.
Thank you. See you guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have happy holidays.